Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm sorry about this, but I'll be with you in a minute. I'm glad I don't have to cook today. Don't have to spend much energy. I'm already very aggravated. This is horrifying. At least I can do this for myself. Oh, God. Why this have to happen to me? I'm not in high school anymore. I'm not in high school anymore. It's going to kill me. Hello, how are you? I'm waiting for more people to come because I have a sensitive matter to talk with all of you. And when I said sensitive, is really sensitive matter. Oh God, I never think I'm going to deal this with these people. That's defamation, talking about me, and I'm a narcissist. That's defamation. I don't have that diagnosis. I really don't have that diagnosis. Oh God. But I really can get hits like this all the time. It's not good for my health. I'm really sick and tired of this. I'm really sick and tired. This is the third time that people pour double card on me, and I'm extremely tired about all of this. And I think I'm going to need extra companion for the day because I'm not dealing too well with this. People are going to think that I'm manipulating people, and that's not true. I just destroy it. I don't want to just deal with this anymore. I never filed a police report in my life before. I'm scared. I'm sorry, it's been a hard week so far. It's been a hard week. This is what happens when people just put the target on your back all the time. And being on the spectrum doesn't help at all. Hello, Ladybug. Do you want to come up? Make me some company? Hi. You're coming up. Okay. People are calling me narcissist. That I'm manipulating. people. Hello, how are you? Now you're live.
I'm good. I happened to scroll across the TikTok. I was scrolling TikTok.
It's been a lot. Now they are saying that I'm a narcissist.
Hi, Silnat.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, you know.
I just found a post when this woman they're calling me a narcissist.
Don't cry, don't cry. It's going to be all right.
I don't know if it's going to be alright or not.
I've messaged.
Who is calling you a liar?
A narcissist. A narcissist. I'm a narcissist now, I think.
Now who is calling you one?
Payasita bonita. Payasita bonita. I have the posting here. Payasita bonita. And there's the post.
That's dysfunctional cutie, Silnat.
Yes, I know. Yes. That's my statement. It's not defamatory. It's not nothing. And this is what they are calling me. Sorry, I'm a little bit shaking. I have to deal with these people for 6 days. This been a week up, so it's been around for a long while, and it says narcissist alert. Don't enable or support this abuse. Side note: having trauma or mental illness doesn't give you the right to abuse, manipulate, or be in a complete work on yourself, get help, because it is not okay. And this is people that they are telling me that I'm a narcissist and that I doing things to these people, and that's not the case. I've been 1 week silent. I was lured to go. Good morning, Kay. I was lured to go to a live last Friday. So they tried to ruin my weekend with my husband, because everyone knows that I have a pattern. On weekends, I don't do much. I do things. Yes, I post 1 or 2 videos, but that's all that I do. So these people, they were trying to sabotage my time with my husband. They didn't do this before, and they want to just bring me down and keep the ruminations going through the weekend. Well, they fail. I actually seen this today. But really, this is in the open. People are going to think that I'm an evil person, and I'm not. I'm not. This is the third time that people play me this dirty, and I'm going to talk now. I am going to talk, and I'm going to be real clear. I didn't pull anything on you, and you are coming and saying that I'm this type of people, and telling people that I treat these ladies in a bad way. And really, I try to avoid drama. I try. I keep my voice shut up for a really long time. I have real mental issues. I'm taking care about them. I'm not an effing narcissist. That I give you that, because I'm working on my own. I'm working on myself. My doctors are working on me. And I've been on therapy for years. For years. None of them say that you have a narcissist problem.
You know what it is? This has to stop. This is wrong, this is. What they're doing is wrong. I've messaged Jessica Grav on WhatsApp.
It's
and
really
messing
with my psyche. It's really messing with my psyche. I lost 5 kilos, 5 fucking kilos.
What you do?
I didn't want to alarm anyone, but I lost 5 kilos in less than a week.
You know what it is? I read your messages this morning that you put up on TikTok, and it made me cry. It made me cry. When I'm reading messages where someone wants to off themselves because of them, it made me cry. I was so upset.
I never had evidence of this before. That's why I couldn't defend myself. The second time, everyone sided with my bullies, and I couldn't defend myself anyways. It was
You know
terrifying.
what you
It ruined
do?
my business. Now it's ruined my health.
You know what you do is block them.
I block
You
them,
don't
but
have to.
the problem is there are people that I have in common that I think they are friends, and they are investing in this.
She
Who's
blocks them,
bullying
but they
you?
make new accounts.
Mara, dysfunctional cutie, and Jessica is fostering this conduct. So we can solve
She
Jessica.
blocks them, but they make new accounts, new accounts, and this
They
is what's
made new
happening.
accounts,
Oh yes,
and
yes. Just like on the
It's,
other side, they do that. Like Bree and
I,
them, they make new accounts all the time, bullying people and
this is in
this
the
needs
open.
to stop.
This is not even for mutuals. It's like how it worked, and she put actually hashtag to be searched for hashtag hate, hater, fake news, hurt ego, narcissist, for you page, warning, get help, explore page. So this is, if the algorithm pick on this, it's going to be for everyone to see. And my reputation, my form of communication with other people can be really sabotaged.
know what you do.
Myself, my
Make
worth.
make a new TikTok account and do a post on there, because if TikTok shut the new account down, that won't bother you as much as if it will shut this one down. You know.
You're right. You're right. I put so much effort. I totally desensitized myself. I'm totally comfortable now with watching at the camera and not having many issues, just expressing myself. That took me almost 2 years to accomplish this.
That's what I'm saying. Make a new one and say what you want to say on that one, because if you lose that one, it's not going to bother you so much as if you lose this one. You know.
You're right. Thank you for the Rosa. You're right. I'm
This,
going to do that because
this,
I think it's both sides now. GRP supporters and Nick supporters are coming for me.
Look, dysfunctional cutie is no better than what Bree is. She's no better than what Bree is.
Thank you
She's
for
doing the
that.
same as what Bree does when we go after Gypsy. It's no
Exactly.
better.
right.
How they are
Except
comfortable with all of this?
There's
If you
two same. They are the same people. The both of them.
because they don't want to,
I got
because they don't want us to say anything about you zeros.
I spoke to
At
Jessica
the end of the
yesterday, and she said she wants the best for you, and she
day,
wishes you well. She doesn't mean you any harm. I can't speak for the others because I was in that live for a bit.
Her name is tagging there in this post.
Who's? She's tagging her,
mine.
yeah?
I don't
She,
trust her. Sorry, I don't trust her. I
no,
don't
I'm not
care.
saying you should trust her. What I'm saying is she's tagging her in that post, yes? But when I'm speaking to Jessica, she's telling me a different thing. She's saying to me she only wishes the best for you, that she hopes you're okay and you're talented. I don't know. I'm just
I'm
telling
just
you what she
saying.
said to me, you know?
I'm just saying all this doxing people are doing on TikTok needs to stop. Too many people are getting hurt. What is the point of doxing? It needs to stop. You're messing with somebody's life, and people talking about somebody's kid. I wouldn't want somebody to talk about my kids. I have 2 kids with disability myself.
And
I
this
wouldn't
is the
want somebody to
problem.
dox.
This is the problem.
I wouldn't want my opinion.
Mara got bad hurt because I made a post about autism moms, I didn't call names. She just ran with it. She thought it was for her.
There's too many TikTok drama going on, and I tend to stay out of it. I just do my thing.
I just went over to that post and I did make a comment on it because I don't think that, a lot of people don't realize how often autism and narcissism is misdiagnosed for each other. Like there's overlapping traits that people don't understand. Well, they seem like overlapping traits, but when you look into them further, they're not. And it's actually really problematic to label autistic people as narcissists. And if she has an autistic child, she should be aware of that.
Myra and Jessica has kids on the spectrum. And this is very concerning that they are targeting an adult on the spectrum. Having autism is not a superpower. Myra wanted to make a screen so she can say it if she has or not. It's not a superpower. It's not something that we wish upon of anyone. I hate it in here. I wish I could. I wish I could press exit and eject myself. I'm not going to do that. I have my cats and my husband that they love me. I'm very ground on that. They are my safety net and my safety plan. But yeah, I hate it in here. I say it with all my chest. I hate it in here. And the other day I was really wanted to just eject me. My husband said, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Let's go to the couch. Let's watch videos. Just relax." I text a little bit with my therapist. I have proof. Do you want to see? Do you really want to see how deep it goes? It's going to be bad for me. That's for sure. It's going to be more backlash, more drama. I don't want drama. That's why I share with only my mutuals the evidence.
Yeah, you do what's best for you. Don't let people, pressure you into doing things that are going to
If they are an
cause more
MPG,
backlash.
why they are talking on behalf of LGBT? Educate yourself, educate yourself. You're messing around with someone with several chronic illnesses. And filter unwanted comments. Thank you, TikTok, for protecting my well-being. And yes, this is not something that it's not a shield. It doesn't shield me. But you have to be respectful with other people. I'm here tries to spread awareness on these subjects, mental health, and it's really important to just a minimum of consideration. No, I don't have mods. I want mods.
I didn't see in the post that they posted where they tried to infer that you were a narcissist. I read that post that you made and I didn't really see anything in there that was, over the top. Like you were asking for, for them to lay out like where the funds were going and stuff. And
it's
said
a lot
that
of
if they
money.
couldn't do that,
We
then
should
you
be
wouldn't support
able
it.
to just ask things.
Yeah, exactly. They should be transparent with funds. Most people who collect money are, but asking for that and saying that you can't support it isn't like highly,
It's not
problematic
backlash.
anyway. Nothing you said was that bad for them to
It
have that
wasn't that
reaction.
mad.
It wasn't.
No. I don't know why they took it like an attack, and people
Yeah.
really like, yeah, it's an attack. Yeah, they say they are not the admin. That the admin is admin, and these are another thing.
I'm sorry, but how is labeling
Okay, 'cause it's
autistic
bad.
adults as narcissists good for Nick? How's that helping
They are
Nick?
not the admin. That's why I told you. The admin is the admin. They are another entity. It's like two things separately. So why? Why is it not the admin come in front and say, only the boys? I don't need a face. I actually don't need a face. I need someone that from the admin side to say, this is legit, I have the receipts. And we stop question. And we stop asking things. You're really, I'm going to use the words that they are using. I'm not hurt, but hurt because we are on Nick's side and trying to defend Nick. No, that's not. Do you really want to see? Do you really want to see? So they can attack me more?
Silnat, show the real tea.
Okay,
Messages that you put on Facebook today, so she can try and understand. That's the only way you're going to answer a question, if you show her.
People, your wish are my commands.
Show her, but do within reason so you don't get kicked off. Just show her.
I have proof now.
Or private messenger, the messages. So
All
she can
private
read them.
messages. Let's go through it. Okay? Yeah, sure. I'm going to sit down here and we're going to go for a ride. Okay?
Because I think she's talking like that, real tea is. Not to be nasty, I think she's talking like that, because she hasn't seen messages. Like, I still don't understand what went on because I was only in that fundraiser for a little bit and then I left.
I'm just hot. I'm sorry.
So when was this fundraiser running?
Last week.
Nick just
2 weeks ago, 2 weekends ago.
And NPG was running it?
No, Jessica and Myra and them done a fundraiser on a live, and some other people raising money for Nick. And then Silnat must have been in the comments, I don't know. And then I left because of the time difference, because I'm in UK. I left because I got tired, so I left, and then the next thing you know, something all kicked off on there, I don't know.
And so, Silnat, you asked for some more transparency about the funding, and they just refused or ignored it.
They come and attack me on the DMs for another thing that totally unrelated.
Right.
Myra was really hurt because of a video that I made about autism moms and grieving parents. I call it like that.
And it wasn't directed at her.
No.
Okay.
Everyone in the spectrum have problems with these autism moms because they feel entitled to only their voice to be heard. And I actually was a grieving parent. Come on, my son is level 3, and I have an expectation of my son that wasn't that way. Yes, it was. What?
So you made a post about autism moms in general. You didn't mention anything.
In general,
about Myra,
I didn't mention the name.
And then she personalized it and then attacked you as a mother.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, because I saw that. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yes. Let me just pull my profile.
So what can we do to help Nick? I mean, he needs to have a voice. It seems like he doesn't have the voice. We need to do something to help him. He needs all the help he can get.
Let's see how I can share this so you can see this.
I don't think that's not a terrible idea, Realty.
I have it here, but
like Nick, it seems he does not have the voice. Somebody's not an advocate for him. Somebody needs to be an advocate for him.
Not someone. No.
I'm just saying.
How do I stop this? Okay, I'm going to go to another place where I have a static thing. Where is it? Here. I have it in a folder, only together.
Right, because it seems there is a lot of miscommunications. Some people just
Yes,
want to hear.
people take us really out
People
of
want to hear.
context and they run with it. Always
People.
happened to me.
People.
I just quickly looked
People
up
want to
the
hear one.
ethics. Sorry, I just quickly looked up the ethics of online fundraising. And the number one thing that keeps being mentioned is transparency. Transparency. Clearly state how donations will be used, report on financial activities, and be open about the percentage of income spent on fundraising and administration.
Uh, what I was saying is, when people want to hear one side of the story, it's not just one side of the story. There's two sides of the story. People shouldn't hear just one side of the story. There's our story, their story, and
I
people
have
jump
to
to
I
get.
have to do mental gymnastic to really catch up what she's telling me, because I really didn't know what was she was telling.
Well, she's trying to tell you that someone has told her you've said something about her from that first message. That's what I'm gathering.
With the only person that I talked was Jessica about her politic views that uh, in my view it's really questionable, but I didn't say she was a bad person or she's mean or nothing like that.
Is she a Trump supporter, Silnat?
Yes, she is.
Oh god. Yeah, I can see how that, and like I did see the message where she said it doesn't affect you. It shouldn't, no, her political, stance shouldn't matter, but it directly affects you,
No,
right?
no, excuse me. But yeah, you can say that you can see that she comes really strong. I'm going to make this all public. It's getting weird, you know.
It's a bit blurry. We can't read
Yes,
it.
I know, you know. Okay,
You gotta like when you
I'm
put it
going to
over
read
the
it. I'm going
text.
to read it. Yeah.
When you put it over the text, just tap on the text so then it like focuses in on the text.
Well, first of all, I'm going to. If you have a problem with me, tell it to my face. Keep my name out of your mouth. Never say nothing against her. I was nothing but a good friend to you. I supported you many times and spent hours replying to you, to your messages. Unfortunately, in the end, I just felt I could no longer help you. As you, sorry, I lost it. Unfortunately, in the end, I just felt I could no longer help you, as you did not take my advice. Yeah, the advice of her was turn off your devices. Again and again and again. You're overstimulating. You're overstimulate. I'm an adult. I have ADHD. I love to be stimulated. And I'm not your kid. Is comparing my autistic experience with her kid. That is what she knows, and only what she knows. Yeah, and I say to her that you want a cure for this. Telling me about vaccines, but this is going all in another account that I'm going to create, just with my username like Silnat Creations, and drop it all in there, or just Silnat something but associated with my name, so you can know that it's me.
Silnat.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, I'll just respond to this person asked me a question. So when they frame autism like that as if it's something that needs to be cured, it's kind of problematic because it's not a disease or an epidemic. It also like puts a divide between like quote unquote bad, like more higher needs autistic people and good, less higher needs people, which is also very problematic.
We are an
And to be honest with
inconvenience.
you, if I had a friend who was voting against like
You
my
will be
rights and my
served with
well-being,
luck. Thank you. I'm broke.
Silnat,
Yeah.
Jessica just messaged me on WhatsApp, yeah, and told you that you're live and I'm talking to you, yeah?
Hmm.
Right, she said that this was an argument between two women a week ago. Why is it still carrying on? I said to her, I think Myra's stopped now, but
Well,
dysfunctional.
took the post that I say that I'm a narcissist, and we
Yeah,
just
I've told her
played.
that. I've told her
Okay.
that. I said that dysfunctional cutie is carrying it on. She called you a narcissist and stuff like that.
I was called a lot of things in Toddy's live. I was called a lot of things. This is 2 days ago. This is
Yeah.
very fresh. This is
Who,
not a
who did
week
that?
ago.
Who did that to you? Who was it? Two
Karen, they
days ago.
posted it. They posted it in a post. You can still see it. It's still up.
It's
Who
still on
posted
the
it?
type out of Toddy One's kid replied the video.
Oh,
Okay.
Jessica wants to know, what did she do to you? What's she done?
What had nothing to do
That
with
post was
her.
actually about something else, someone else, and why it has my statement on it if it was for someone else.
No, that's you're absolutely gaslighting her. It was
Ask me.
about her.
Just tell me why my statement is up with the tag that I'm a narcissist.
It's got Silnat's name in it.
Exactly.
Silnat,
How it's not for me.
Silnat.
Hmm.
What part did Jessica play in this?
I don't know.
Because the way she's talking to me like she just wants the best for you, that she's not part of this, but she doesn't know.
For entertainment and educational purpose only, I think they want money from him.
They want money from Nick.
They are using
Okay.
him as the front to just.
Well, I don't need to know you to know what you're doing is problematic. You're sitting here telling her that a post has nothing to do with her, a post that was quoting what she said with her TikTok tag on it, and the next picture over was how to deal with a narcissist. That's objectively clear.
But that was dysfunctional cutie, wasn't it? That wasn't Jessica's. Her name was tagged in it, but it wasn't Jessica that said that to you, was it?
It was
wasn't.
tagged Jessica, Sissy Missy, or Sassy Missy.
Sassy's not in their group no more.
No, but it was there.
Oh, I'm just trying to get to the bottom of it. That's all. I'm just talking to Jessica and on your live at the same time, you know. Okay, let me go back. I'm going to go back and tell her that what she's done is because she wants to get money from Nick. Is that right? Is that okay to say that to her?
This is totally a speculation. So if you want to put it there,
I don't know what to say. How should I word it? Should I say that you think she's trying to get money from?
I know Tori has some letters for the chaplain and other people.
Okay, I'll just say to her that it's about the MPG group in itself.
It's about.
I will say
We are worried, you know.
No. Like, just if they're not willing to be, like, if they're not being transparent with the funds, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're mishandling them. It could just be poorly organized. Do you know what I mean?
It can be poorly organized, but at least can you have someone that is really someone that is knowledge on these things from the rise?
No, okay, forget Nick then.
Mm-hmm.
What Jessica wants to know is, what did she do to you on that live to make you so upset with her? Let me put it like that then. Why are you not friends with her anymore? Forget the others, just you and Jessica.
Just using the fundraising in the middle is very questionable for me.
Say again, please.
Just using TikTok as a tool to collect the money is really questionable in my eyes. I was questioning me.
Oh, so she hasn't done nothing to you. It's just the way they've gone about raising the money for Nick
Exactly.
on the
It's
on a
not
TikTok
very
platform.
transparent.
Okay, I'll tell her that then. Okay, one sec.
He did. I didn't hear his voice. Why are you doing this? Because they are saying that I'm a narcissist and I'm creating drama, and I hear a lot of things about my end that I really don't like. Last Friday, someone told me, "Yeah, Mara is coming alive. Like, come on here, we're going to eat you alive. You know, we're going to attack you all at the same time. We're going to overwhelm you and destroy you and make you feel really, really small, so we can just push you aside." That's the whole point of just drag me there. Proof? You want proof? You want more proof? I have the proof. I have a couple of clips that someone gave it to me, that I hear how mad they were at me just because, I don't know.
Not so sensitive, Sally. Is there a way in America where you can search up non-for-profits?
Silnat,
Yes.
would Jessica wants to explain to you? Yeah. So would you be willing to just unblock her just for this live so she can come up on panel and explain to everybody what's happened?
Yeah, sure. No
Okay, let
problem.
me go back and tell her.
Let me see how I can do this.
Also, there's no link between vaccines and autism.
No, it's not. It says it's a neurological problem. It's not a...
Yeah.
If you want to cure me, you're going to kill me. That's
They
the
actually,
way that I
you know
have
that
to tell you. If you want to
one,
cure me, it's in my brain, the problem. So if you're going to
yeah,
cure me, you have to kill me.
exactly. I mean, and then if they're talking about trying to reduce the amount of autistic people being born by knowing the cause, then they're getting into eugenics, which is very
Don't have
reminiscent of
kids. I had the
a
decision
certain
of
German.
not having kids because if I don't have my son by my side and I can provide for him, I don't want any kid. And I really want to become a mom again, but that's not that I can.
Yeah. You
So
know
the
that
thing
one
that
research article, that
Myra
mentioned.
get that in my face.
I've told her I'm waiting for her to read the WhatsApp message. I've told her to come here. Jessica told her to come. I'm waiting for her to read the message. She's not going to bully you or say anything nasty to you. She wants to come and talk to you to explain herself. We're here anyway, so, you
Okay,
know,
here.
just have to wait for her to come. Oh, she's here. She's down there. Look there.
You
She's
have
here.
lovely
Jessica, let her
skin.
on the panel.
Yeah, okay. Here I have the
It's
request.
best if you speak to
I'm very.
Jessica one-on-one. We'll all mute. You speak to Jessica one-on-one, and she'll explain to you everything you want to know.
Mute
Okay?
yourself, okay? Mute
We'll
yourself.
mute and we won't get involved. You two have your conversation, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Okay. Hello. Good morning for us in here in America.
Hi. Okay. So, Silnat, firstly, your feelings are valid. Okay. I'm gonna put my camera on, so give me a second. Bear with me. Okay. There we go. Okay. So your feelings are valid and your feelings do matter. And if I personally have ever made you feel that they don't, then I'm sorry. I do just want to say, go back when we were doing our lives around clemency. we spent a lot of time together on panels, a lot. And we spent a lot of time speaking and sharing a lot about your experiences and my experiences and what your mental health has looked like over the years. And we have BPD in common. And you identified yourself, Silnat, that I myself could be potentially autistic. And you asked me if I'd ever been diagnosed. And I said, I'm currently going through that process now. And you identified that because, highly intuitive and you can pick up on those kind of things. Okay, so I feel like we gave each other a lot of time and a lot of energy in supporting each other through the clemency letters, and you were amazing. You, Myra, Amy, Crime Junkie, everybody who at that point sat up on those panels for 5+ hours and asked for clemency letters for Nick. What more could we have asked for? Now, when everything happened with Toddy, and you know what happened on your end, I know what happened on my end, and I don't feel like we need to get into that because I've hashed it over, she's hashed it over. But at that point, you felt in a position where you couldn't trust anybody. And I remember you blocked some people on TikTok and you were feeling a little worried for your safety. And around that time, you were given some messages in a lie and you were told to unblock these people, which you did. And at that point, we didn't speak anymore. I used to come into your lives quite a lot and I'd just sit and spam it with your thoughts or like gift you as much as I could. I'd encourage you on your artwork and your creativity and your making your face masks and how talented you were. And I feel like I've always been very complimentary of you. I feel like I've always been very supportive of you. Now, there have been some lives where you've joined and you've been in the comments and you've been speaking about how you feel right now. And I've not ignored you, Silnat. I live in a different country. And 2 o'clock in the morning for me, I have children to get up to. So I can't always let people come alive and say, okay, let's talk about it. Let's be here. I can't always do that because I have to go to bed. I have kids. So there's been times you've come in the lives
The problem is not about you, but about the conduct that Myra and Dysfunctional Cutie were just projecting things on my end,
Not
They attacked me for a video that I was talking in general of autism moms and grieving autism. In autism, I try to be the most clear, more concise, because this is a subject that we discuss with other peers on the spectrum, and we are like very hurt that our opinion as autistic individuals is just take aside or just push away. And we have things that maybe other people need to hear. It wasn't about Myra. It was because it was ended Autism Month, and I wanted to just deliver my part because I saw a video of my friend on the subject. Myra took it personally, run with it, come with me. The day before I post a video, you told me a bunch of horrible things. Yeah, I know that I couldn't provide for my son, but you have to come so rude to me.
Yours and Myra's stuff is yours and Myra's stuff. I'm here for my stuff. I'm here for the fact that I have my own issues and my name is all over lives. Jessica and Myra are bullying people. Jessica and Myra are doing this. Jessica and Myra are doing that.
Yeah, but Jessica, you just shared something that I confide in you about Myra and her political views.
One of my best friends, Silnat. Myra is, and your issues with Myra should never have been brought to my inbox. They should have stayed between you two. They should not come to me. I spend a lot of time with Myra. I respect the hell out of that lady. I do. And I care for her deeply. She is one of my best friends because I've spent every single day for the last 3 months speaking to her. And just like if I'd have done the same with you, I would be there for you in that exact same way. And if anybody ever spoke about you, I would come directly to you and tell you that. And that's all I did. So does that allow...
Excuse me, the real me, just spreading misinformation about myself, that they are asking if I'm on the spectrum or not. I have papers to debunk that.
I fell out with Sassy. Silnat, you don't know what's happened. I completely cut Sassy off for that. That was a step too far. That was unacceptable. I advocate for my child every day, and I'm not making it about that. I have to fight the system every day. I am his voice. So never did I think I would be accused of bullying somebody with autism. Never. That breaks my heart. That is horrible. And I didn't do that. And the people who are accusing me of that are the people who've already had issues with me. And they are using this situation right now to run a mile and to try and discredit my name. And that is unfair. That is not nice. And I do not deserve it. So that I don't. And it's not you that's doing it. But this is happening in your lives. And I do feel you do have a certain responsibility to speak up on that, because what about my mental health? Does that not matter?
Okay. So the real me is saying that was Sassy Missy. Was really Sassy Missy just screaming with all of that of us?
It was. Sassy Missy was sat on a panel and Dinah said to her, do we even know if Silnat has autism? And Sassy said, no, we don't. And I was on holiday, Silnat. This entire week this has gone off with you. I was on holiday. Please understand, I took 3 hours away.
I understand this come in the holiday. I don't know why they wait till holidays to bring this up, just to screw us all.
This was kind of the thing for me, Silnat. 3 hours I took away from my family. I left my children at the fairground with my partner. I went back to my apartment and I sat on the phone with Toddy for 2 whole hours and I spoke back and forth about everything.
Okay, IDC 54. I hear you, so you really want to come up. Please, I want to say only if you request, just don't scream. It's really triggering, and just lower your voice, okay? You're up.
Okay. I need to speak and I need to share my side.
Okay.
I don't want to yell at you. I don't have time for this bullying or any of this drama. Sassy said that stuff about you after I hopped off the live. I have nothing to do with what Sassy said. You need to understand that we're not here for that. Jess and I, we're very good friends. We get along very well. We share our experiences. We talk about our children. We talk about our pains, everything that we go through every single day. We talk about how we strategize these lives so we can deliver the information that everyone needs to hear about Nicholas' case. I have done FOIA requests. I was about to be ready to go through that FOIA. And this whole thing is unnecessary, Silnat. I did not hurt you. I actually care about you. I want you to unplug for a little bit and take care of your mental health because that concerns me. I have a son in the spectrum. When he is overstimulating, you know what I do to my son? Son, let's go do something else. Let's go out. Let's get away from the phone.
I'm not a boy.
Let me speak, ma'am.
And I'm not a kid.
I need to speak. I have a 15-year-old child that I advocate every single day, that I fight the school system, that I'm always looking for resources, that I speak to clinicians, that I have to look for adult services once he's graduated from high school. You do not have the right to invalidate me because you say that that's my identity, ma'am.
Wait, and hear me. I didn't invalidate you. Tell me where I say your name. Tell me where I say your name. Can I finish
speaking? I need to finish speaking so you can hear my side, and then I can hear your side, because it's clear to me that this is a misunderstanding. When you're talking about my politics, number one, I'm an American citizen of the United States of America. I can choose to vote for whoever I want, and I vote for policy. That's how I feel about it. Second, Trump, the reason why I brought this to you, Trump was looking into the rates of autism, not a cure. To understand why we need to look into this is so that the resources are not overwhelmed. The numbers are very, very high.
They are not
I even sent you, I'm not done because I'm speaking. There's not enough. 1 in 34 is a lot of children. In comparison to 25 years, 1 in 151. 1 in 151, that's 25 years ago. Today is 1 in 34. That's a lot of children.
We have better
cannot.
And
I'm trying to.
We're pushed aside so we don't hear and we don't see them.
Listen, you're not understanding.
Asylums, they're putting in their asylums so that we can really see them.
Okay, but you need to understand where I'm coming from. This is where I'm getting at.
I didn't talk about his kid, okay?
Okay, but you're
Why
not
there
listening to me. This
people
is the
saying
problem.
this? Why there people
But you're not
saying this?
listening to me. But you're not listening to me. This is the thing. You're not letting me speak and explain this to you. Why it's important to look into the rates of autism. The reason why we need to look into that is because the more children are diagnosed, the worse it's going to be for the system. How are they going to provide them resources? How are they going to be able to provide them for anything that they need? Do you not understand the situation? It's growing in numbers. This is why I say I supported the cause. I'm not supporting a vaccine. I never said I supported a vaccine. I even sent you a video about a doctor from the UK that was going through these rates, showing clinical data so you can see it for yourself and be like, finally,
Myra,
somebody's talking about this
Myra,
because it really matters.
Myra,
Karen,
can you please let Silnat have her say that? This is the whole point of
I am
coming
talking
together.
about
Let her have her say.
Karen, I am talking about my side of things so everybody can understand because I am being accused of being a bad person when I'm not. I haven't
didn't
done
say you were a
anything
bad
wrong.
person. I never
Okay,
said you
Silnat,
were a
but
bad person.
Can I just
Where did
interject for
where
a
did
second?
where did you hear that?
people
Where?
are saying this to me. That's
Who
what
people?
I'm. That's
Who
why
is
I
people?
confronted you.
Wait, no, who is
Listen,
people? Who is people?
Wims has been holding lives about this or not.
yes, thank you.
Okay, I didn't talk about her. I didn't spread about anything about her. I didn't call her name. I don't just when I block her, just block. Just it's not it.
Silnat, you're continuing to push this too far, and you're not letting us speak because you blocked us. You didn't let us talk.
Right, let us
Well,
say
because
something.
you scream at me.
You're
You
misunderstanding, though.
push me to the
What
limit
am I
that
screaming about? What am I screaming about? I'm
yes,
explaining myself. I'm very upset.
You're
You're
very
invalidating my feelings.
you're invalidating
Silnat, you're invalidating my feelings.
You're
No,
invalidating
honey,
my
listen,
feelings and my
honey,
experience and my
it's been 2
view.
weeks. You are invalidating my experience, and you pushed me
Hold
to a
on.
corner where I have to share this publicly.
Where
You're
I said your name?
where I had to share this publicly. You're doing
Where
this
I
again.
said your name? Ask
You're doing
that
this
question.
again.
Ask
So
that
now you're
question.
doing this
Where?
again.
Where?
I feel
Well,
like you just, sorry,
you
can I
did a
just say, you
post.
just invalidated Silnat's feelings when you started
Ma'am,
talking about
she's
the rates of
invalidating me
autism when she
too.
was
And
trying,
I
she was
have, no,
trying to
she
share her lived experience with you and how she feels
shared
about
her lived
autism. Because
experience.
Never said
what you're
And I'm
saying,
sharing mine.
yeah, but what
Squiggles, I'm sharing
isn't
mine
even
too.
objectively true. What you're saying isn't even
Squiggles,
objectively true.
you don't understand the situation. She posted screenshots of our conversation into ChatGPT and made a post about me that I'm an ableist and a manipulator. How do you think I feel about that? Thank you,
That's
Silnat, for admitting that. Tell everybody what you did instead of coming to
do you
me
want
and
all
talk
the
to me
info
about the
that I
problem.
have? Do
You
you
see
want
that?
every evidence that I have? That's what
You
you
see
Where
what
was
I'm
want.
that
saying?
posted?
You
Where
see
was
what I'm
that
saying?
posted?
She did a post about me, targeting me because she put everything on ChatGPT and said that I'm an ableist and a manipulator. She didn't say my name, but I made the
Didn't say
connection
that
of
to
what she did.
ChatGPT
Do I need to
analyze your
show?
text.
Do I need to
Analyze
show it?
your text.
Do I need to show it?
That
Do I
thing
need to show
analyze
it?
your text. That thing
Okay,
has more emotions than you.
I need to show it. No, that is an artificial intelligence. I'm a human
Yes,
being. I have
that
feelings,
thing
Selma.
analyze your text and just tell me
I
why you're
I
feeling
have
the way I'm
feelings.
feeling.
Silna, I have feelings too, you know, and I've been through a lot too, just like you and like everybody else on this panel. I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot, and I shared that with you privately.
I don't remember now. Since I told
You don't, but let's pull the
you don't.
conversations then. If you want to talk about me, let's pull the conversations. How I told you
I
about my
didn't
abuse,
talk
how I
about
told you
you.
about my
Because
son's father hanging himself, which you were not.
that's
I
because
told you that
just
several
asked
times.
this
No, no,
machine to
no.
explain me the situation and why I
You need
feel
an
like
AI to
shit.
explain that to you.
Why?
You see, I go
You're
so hard.
playing
Why am
games
I
with
going so
my
hard? I'm
mind,
defending
You're
myself.
playing games with my mind.
I'm not, ma'am. And if you want me to show you, I can show it to you because I'm not. I'm not.
You are.
And I'm not. And I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not playing. You did that. You actually did that. That's not okay, Silna. That's
I'm
not
sorry.
okay. That's not okay. And that upset me.
I never
And not
said
only that,
anything about
it
you. I
upset me.
asked this thing. Jessica, are
You
you
asked the thing,
sure?
and that's targeting me.
I confide with you that information that you share with Myra.
Yeah, but you did that
I'm
to
going
hurt
to
me.
block you all. You're chaotic. You're a chaotic person.
See, I can't even talk to her.
Fucking little person, you know.
No,
I can't believe you're doing that.
hang on, don't. It's
No, we're
okay,
not.
Silnat.
No, we're
Listen,
not.
listen, Myra.
Silnat, it's not okay. This is why I talk to you.
Woman
Let me
in the world. No
Listen.
way.
Silnat, Myra.
Silnat, this.
I asked
You're the worst.
Silnat if Jessica could
Okay,
come up
that's
here
fine.
and sort this out. I didn't ask you to come up here and shout at her, you know, and put her in tears.
This is not okay. I'm sorry,
I mean,
but
you're
no.
speaking over her
You
a
can
lot.
stay,
You're
but you
speaking
need
over
to talk
everyone a
non-stop to
lot.
shouting at her, crying,
But-
making her cry.
Karen Bates, why are you getting it? This is between me and Silnat and Jess.
Because we're
upset.
here
I
to
want
support
her
her.
and
I am
and
visibly
Jessica to
upset
sort
too,
out
just
their
like her.
differences. That's what. Who told you to come over here?
Did you get called a
No, who
narcissist?
told you
This
to
is
come
not
over here,
bullying.
Myra? Who told
This
you
is
to come
not
over here and
bullying.
talk to her like that? No, who told
This
you
is
to?
not bullying, ma'am. This is not bullying, and
You
this
are
is
bullying her. You're
disrespectful too.
shouting at her.
This is not
It's
bullying.
not
I
your
am
life,
very
you're not
visibly
living.
upset.
Said she was a narcissist, and I saw other
I did not
comments
say
that you
she
made on
is
that
a
post.
narcissist.
That
I
wasn't
don't
her
understand
still.
what
That
is.
wasn't Myra. That was dysfunctional.
Yeah, but
Katie. That
Myra was
wasn't
in the
Myra.
comments
wasn't
agreeing with
me.
that post. You were in the comments. I can go and screenshot the things you said.
Yeah, and I'm visibly upset. I do not have a right to be upset with what is being done to me, Squiggles.
We are.
Excuse me?
But no one mentioned
I have
your name in
feelings
the
too,
post.
Squiggles.
Silnat's name was put in the post. Your name wasn't in the
Squiggles,
post.
I have feelings too. What she did to me was not okay. She started this. I have feelings too. I have every right to feel upset. And it's just because she's
Are you
not.
referring to the post that she made that you thought
that
was
she made, yes,
about
it was
you?
about me. It's about me, and I can show you. I can show it to you. It's about me, and that made me feel really bad.
How do you
That's the
know
whole
it was
reason
about
why I
you?
went live. Well, that's the whole reason why, because I have the evidence, ma'am. I have the evidence, and I can prove it. I do have the screenshots. She put that
So
into
why can't
ChatGPT,
Myra?
and she said that
Myra,
about me, and that's why I confronted her.
Myra, why can't you just sort
What
this
was
out?
put into
Silnat,
what was
nicely?
put
Why
into
do you have to shout?
ChatGPT?
I am upset. Don't you understand that?
I understand
am
you're
very
upset, but you don't have to shout at her. You could
Excuse
sort
me,
it out,
Karen.
you know, nicely. Why scream and shout for why?
I am upset.
Yeah.
You don't understand. These are 2 weeks that I am going through with this BS,
Hold
and I
on.
don't need this anymore.
It hasn't
So
been
why
I
can't
am
she
very
defend
upset.
herself? So why
Hold on,
can't
hold
she
on, hold on.
defend
Myra
herself?
has calmed
Wims.
down.
Why can't
Myra
she
has
defend
calmed
Talking
herself?
to you.
I'm
Who's
trying to
talking to you,
unpack
Wims?
what's actually happened. So, what was put into the chat GPT?
The conversation between me and Silnat, that I reached out to her. Somebody told me she's talking something about me. I'm very upset. I have been quiet for months because she's been doing this. And I reached out to her and I asked, and I was very upset because I kept hearing this, and I have been quiet for months, Squiggle. I haven't said anything. I've been quiet. People keep saying stuff to me, and I'm just like, okay, let it go, let it go, let it go. And it got to a point where I got very upset because I'm just like, why is she doing this to me? If she has a problem, she could have simply come up to me. And she never
Right.
did. I even publicly apologized to her, Squiggles, on Jess's live. I apologized to her because I told her, please get off the internet if everything is triggering you, just so she can take care of her mental health. She literally didn't come to me or didn't ask me what's Myra, why did you say this, or nothing. And I have been her friend since November. I have been there for her. And for her to do that really upset me. And then going and talking, and people are telling me she's talking about you. I have been quiet for months. So I did something. I apologized to her about that comment that I made because I know she likes to be online.
So what I'm gathering,
Silnat.
hold on. What I'm gathering
Silnat,
here
I'm not
is
done.
that yourself and Silnat both, have very strong feelings about autism rights, the things that are going to affect people with autism, but you have two separate beliefs as to how the government should handle that and what the research actually says, right? Like, I disagree with you,
belief-
Myra, but I can understand
I'm
that that's
not-
how you feel.
You're not
and that
understanding.
you
You're not
feel that's
understanding
what's
what I'm
best.
talking about. You're not understanding what I'm talking about. Why are you doing this again, Squiggles?
No,
I am a
Myra,
mother of an autistic child.
Myra, listen, that is essentially what started this.
That's what started
yeah,
it. What are
that's
you
what
talking
started
about? You were
it.
the one
Sorry.
who said.
Okay,
You were the one
I'm
who
sorry.
said that on her chat GPT she labeled you as ableist. I've actually already spoken to Silnat about how she feels about those certain sets of politics. So I actually do know that's what started it. What?
But this is a This is a country, and everybody here votes however they want to. So what is the problem? Just because
Okay,
I
right.
vote a
But if
different way, that
someone,
doesn't make me a bad
okay,
person. Does that make me a
okay,
bad
but
person? Does that make me an ableist? I'm asking you that question.
well, I was
Do you know
about,
me as a
you
person? Have
interrupted
you
what I
ever
was trying
spoken
to
to me
say.
privately?
Hold on. Okay, you need to just take a breath and let people respond. You interrupted what I was saying and then tried to ask me what I was about to tell you, right? So on from what I've said, you both have different ideas about what's going to be, you know, best for autistic people in your country. Silnat holds a very, very, you know, for Silnat, those beliefs are directly, you know, voting against her well-being and the well-being of autistic people. For you, it's the opposite. You both are, you know, in like not only invested, but it affects you both directly, right? So
It does.
I can understand, I can empathize that Silnat feels that, you know, if people close to her are voting against, you know, her rights and her well-being, that that's going to upset her. And I'm sure you can empathize with that too, right?
I do empathize with that, but I'm being attacked, and that really upsets
I
me
never
because
attacked
I'm trying
you.
to explain myself.
Where I attack
But this
you?
is,
Where?
but I'm trying to explain the
I clock
situation where
off
people are
at
telling
10
me,
o'clock every night.
still not.
Every night
Myra,
at 10 o'clock. I'm hearing that I hopping on panels. This is what I hear. I hear that I was hopping on panels and attacking people. I don't like that.
It's okay. Why is feeling peachy attacking me and playing victim? Is that okay? Invalidating me?
right,
I
let's
haven't
keep
done
it
anything
about
to any of you.
Myra, let's keep it about up here because the
But
people
you
in
have,
the
but you
what
have
you
gone
can't do.
live on Silnat's name.
Wims, who's talking to you? Who asked you to come up? This is between me and
Silnat
Sona.
welcomed me up, and this is Silnat space, so I'm up.
I don't care, Wims. You know, nobody's talking to you. I am talking to Silnat,
This
Squiggles,
is
Carrie,
my
and
And
face.
this,
Jessica.
This is my face. So
I don't
respected.
want her to
At
be
least,
in
well,
here.
I'm here to defend her
at
because you
least
guys have
respect
done
his
nothing
face.
for a woman's mental health.
We're here to
Sona
support
can
her, and
defend
like,
herself.
sorry, it's not my life, but if you are going to deny her being able to have some support from other people, then just leave the live and don't talk to her because you're
Exactly.
crossing her boundaries.
Myra, Wims is her friend and she's invited Wims up. It's not our live. Like, I had to ask permission to go. If Jessica could come up and talk to her and sort things out, I had to go and ask, and she said yes. You can't tell people what they're doing. She invited them. So it's up to her. How are you going to sort everything out? If Wims wants to be there, she has every right to be there. Just like me, just like Jessica, just like anybody. And by the way, we was in this life before you even came here. Leave it there.
Karen, I'm talking to Sona, and
Oh,
I understand you're here
you're
to defend
asking.
her.
Well,
I
Can I
want
finish
you to
talking?
you're
hear me now.
dictating to
Shut
Silnat.
up.
Why is Wims on her panel? Why is she there? That's what you're doing.
Because you want
I
to know
don't care if you
something? I
don't like
saw
me after this. I don't really
First of
care. I'll let
all,
you know that.
Myra,
But I'm telling
I
you,
never
no.
attacked you directly. Never. And never put your name in my mouth.
But you made a post about me, right?
You weren't
No.
mentioned in
Chat
it.
GPT.
But
No.
you were
You weren't
sharing.
mentioned in
I
it.
How is
wasn't
it bad?
mentioned
That
in
post
it,
is not
but
for me. For
You
me
were
to explain
sharing.
the situation. I shared with Jessica because I thought that I was sharing that information with her.
Right, so let me
and are
just
you talking?
say because this
Go
is
ahead,
about
Jessica.
Myra, so hold on a second. So you did not share this opinion with me about Myra up until the point where Myra asked you to take some time off the internet. And Myra and you had this conversation many weeks before.
I show
Many.
you to
Hold on.
see how she's treating me.
Be quiet. Many weeks before this conversation took place, it was only when you and Myra fell out and you had your disagreement that you came over to me, and this was not the only message sent. There was a couple of messages sent, and it was as though you was trying to colour my opinion of Myra. And maybe it wasn't.
When we had that discussion, I blocked everyone.
But I
I
wasn't
blocked
talking to you.
Myra.
I didn't have a conversation.
At least I blocked Myra.
You came out of nowhere in my inboxes and started talking about Myra's political views. I'm not even from the US. I don't have any views on your
I
guys'
thought
politics.
I was confiding in a friend on my
No, we
concerns.
didn't.
Okay,
We'd not spoken in weeks. We'd stopped speaking after Toddy. We've already established that earlier on in the
I
life.
thought I was confiding something in you because I thought you were my friend. It was my mistake. I see that you weren't my friend.
Silnat, why did you come to me when I'm friends with Myra if it was not to colour my
Because
opinion?
I thought you were my friend and you can just guide me to say, well, okay, just relax, everything's going to be fine.
I did try and guide you many times, and I feel like I did. I feel like, you know, you say we didn't have your voice, but I feel like we had it up there a lot, and we did have you up there a lot. We've shared many experiences together. You know, honestly, at one point, we were becoming close. You were up there a lot, and then everything happened with Toddy. And at that point, Silnat, my private messages were leaked to Toddy, and I felt like I can't trust anybody.
How that's to do with all of this? I don't understand, you know.
We share a diagnosis, so you can sometimes empathise, and it won't be exactly the same. We will experience those things differently, but surely you can understand why at that point I felt I couldn't trust people, so I cut many people off, and I distanced myself, and I stayed close to the two girls that I stayed close to, and that was Myra and Amy. And it was that way for many weeks.
Well, so I thought that I could trust in you because you were my friend.
I am a fellow.
But yeah, you're friends. You can be friends with me. That you are friends with another person. And now I understand.
Not when you come and speak dirt on that person to me, because that puts me in an awkward position. I
didn't talk her in a bad light. I didn't say it was a bad person. I just expressed some concerns. And I wanted to speak with someone because I didn't in that time I didn't have anyone else.
So Silnat, right, this is where my problem comes, and I'm going to say it as respectfully as I can. And this is where my confusion comes. I'll put it better. You say you don't have anybody else. In many, many ways, people will write to you in the comments, and everybody here will say they do the same because we have all supported you. Okay? So everyone will comment in the lives and say, I'm an inbox away, Silnat. I'm a message away. Message me. Reach out to me. And everybody will say that to you because we all care. And we all want you to know that you have a voice. And if anything, the situation should show you are one protected lady. Okay? If people come for you, you get a whole army behind you. So if nothing else from this situation, Silnat, take away, you are very looked after on this app. And I know at times you don't feel safe and you feel vulnerable, but let this show you that not be the case, okay? Because people will fight for you, and they have been without even knowing full facts.
But how is getting up online and talking about her fighting for her?
Wins, respectfully, I wasn't even here last week, and you brought my name into this quite a lot. I was on holiday with my family.
Yes, because I have a group of friends that you have hurt. It's okay for you to get hurt. It's not okay for you to get hurt, Jessica, but it's okay for you to hurt them.
You're going to use the situation with Silnat to bring it over here. Is that what's going off? Because my name has not been involved in this. I have not been involved in this.
Jessica, you are not the innocent.
Aren't you tagged in that post?
I have watched for a long time on what you've caused on this app, how you publicly drag people on this app. Why does it have to go public?
Junkie sexually messaging Nick, because we can get into that if you want, and I can ask the permission.
I'm not talking about Crime Junkie right now.
So who are you talking about?
Why are you bringing Crime Junkie up?
Well,
why are you bringing Crime Junkie up? Because I didn't mention her name. You brought her name up.
Who else are you talking about?
It's none of your business because those people are protected.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, you were tagged in a post inferring that Silnat was a narcissist.
Believe you me, I get tagged in many posts and I get tagged in many things and I get multiple notifications a day. If you honestly think I have time to sit and read through them all, you're wrong. I don't.
Well, when we came up here, that was what she was most upset about when it came to you, Jessica, is that you were tagged in that post. And you're saying that she has brought you up and into it, but it was your friends that tagged you in that post.
I haven't seen the post even now. Even now, I haven't seen that. I have currently 120 notifications on TikTok.
Well, it's a screenshot of Silnat's post with her TikTok name in it, and then the next slide is how to deal with narcissistic rage.
Okay, so who posted it?
Dysfunctional cutie.
Okay, not me then. Did I like it and did I comment on it?
You comment.
What did I comment?
Can someone go? I mean, really
I
hard.
honestly can't. I honestly don't think that I did see your comment. But my point was your name wasn't brought up by Silnat. It was
Respectfully,
by your own friends.
like, please don't take any offence to anybody, but if I like your post, 9 times out of 10 I'm scrolling and I don't even watch it in full. I just like and scroll. If I see one of my friends I like, I go in and I support. Even if I'm not
You
watching.
know, it wasn't Jessica. That wasn't Jessica, and that wasn't Myra. What happened is Jessica, dysfunctional cutie,
I'm sorry,
sent her that
Mara.
nasty
Sorry you're
message,
being treated this
but she
way.
tagged you in it.
We're
She tagged
and you and
Myra
we
in
love
it,
you. That's your
and
post.
she tagged Amy in it and some others. And I think that's what Silnat's trying to say.
And what day was this? When did this happen?
When did that happen, Silnat?
6 days ago, I'm pretty sure.
6 days ago, I was still on holiday. 6 days ago, my son was poorly on holiday, and I was dealing with that.
And there were more comments. There were more comments about Silnat. Sorry, there were comments on the post about Silnat as well, and Mara had made them too.
There was a live held, and people were questioning Silnat's diagnosis. At this point, I went over to this Discord chat that I was in with that girl in question, and I asked her why she was doing that. A few hours later, I told her that there was a live being held discussing me and saying that I was behind that. So then at that point, she ignored me. I went on live to discuss something else, and during that live, she began messaging me, swearing at me, telling me that if I didn't want to be her effing friend anymore, she can effing unfriend me now. And I told her there and then in that live, what you have done today has caused me a lot of issues. So if I don't want you up on my panel right now, I am justified in feeling that way. Do not come in my messages swearing at me, because you are the reason I am in this mess right now. I completely cut that girl off. And let me tell you something, I feel slightly sorry for her, because at the same time as me making that decision, a lot of other stuff has come out. This girl is now completely on her own. Completely on her own.
Who was that?
Sassy. All of her own making, all of her own doing. It's just that all her shit's come to her all in one go. And it's all come back. Now that lady must be feeling very alone. Do I want to associate with her? No. Am I going to go and speak to her? No. But do I think everybody should be giving her hate? No, I do not. Silnat, this situation is a misunderstanding. And you and Myra are both Latino women who are very strong, very passionate, and have very big voices. You are.
In Jessica's defense, she did tell me on WhatsApp that she did get rid of Sassy because she can't support what she said to you about your autism on that live. She did tell me that, Jessica. And she said she can't support her. She did say that.
I still have the recording. I can upload that to YouTube in a minute. You know, I cut that lady off for that Silnat. And we are not friends. But I am never going to sit here and let somebody speak about autism like that. Why? Because I advocate for my son every single day. And I have done for 7 years. And I will continue to for the rest of his life.
You know what it is, Jessica? It's best that you get rid of dysfunctional cutie too, because she's bringing it down too.
What you just explained.
It's up to you. You don't have to.
What you just explained sounds just as problematic to me as labeling someone who's autistic as a narcissist, because that is a common issue.
It's not for anybody to sit and say whether somebody is autistic or not. And I have gone into many a doctor's office and been told that because I can make eye contact, that means that I don't meet the criteria. And it is just BPD. So Silnat, I've had my own issues invalidated time and time again. And I try to fight for myself, but I can't really. Not as well as I can for my son. So I'm going through those processes now. But at the age of 31, I still don't have that diagnosis. And I promise you, I understand how it feels to be invalidated. And I know that the defense response that brings up within you, I get that, I do. And I'm sorry that this has all gone this way. I am. And I honestly don't know what more I can say. Do I regret showing Myra that message? No, I don't. And that may not be what everybody wants to hear, but I'm honest. And that is one of my best friends. And people may not agree with that, but that's my...
No, it's like I can trust people that for association is going to just speak whatever I I just confide in other people. So, and lesson learned, live and learn. You know, I'm almost 40. I'm almost 40. This is the third time that
You have
people.
great skin, Silnat.
Thank you. I'm 40.
May I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
Is there a possibility where you guys could just move forward and not speak about each other, just go your separate ways, work your causes, do your own thing, but leave each other alone? Just peace?
This is no issue for me. And Silnat does not have to block me because I will not attack Silnat. If she ever needs anything, she can message me. But I cannot support.
But I feel like that, I'm sorry, Jessica, but I feel that that's manipulation because you are letting your closest ally go up on live and talk about her. I'm asking if Myra can stop talking about her, if this functional cutie can stop talking about her, and you guys go your separate ways. That's all I'm asking. It's a yes or no question.
So, okay, firstly, I don't
It's
have
a yes or no question.
actions. So I do not let Myra go up or not let her go up anywhere because she's her own person as a grown woman. Just like Silnat did not let you go on a live and accuse me of something I had not done. So again,
I come here to my lives to talk about my plants, my essential oils, my drawings. It's my experience of healing from shit that people do to me all the time, and my mom that is not here to be my voice. And many problems to just joke about me and defend myself. I try to desensitize myself to try to speak on my behalf.
Do you know what it is, Jessica? I've came on Silnat's lives for 2 days. I don't usually come on her lives, you know. I've only been on ever once any Silnat, right? And all I've done is seen her cry like that, cry. And then when I seen the messages this morning that she put up and she was threatening to harm herself, that upset me. Because no one should get to that stage where they feel that they have to end their life. It shouldn't get to that. And, you know, it just needs to stop. All of it just needs to stop. Either you all be friends and work together or go your separate ways. But then I don't think Jessica will harm you, though, Silnat, and I don't think Myra will.
I don't know what people, Myra, I don't know what people are sending to you, but I didn't speak about you. I didn't speak about you and didn't call you. I didn't do that. I don't know what people are sending to you.
are you upset about that because you and Myra were friends? And I genuinely am asking because I want you ladies to remember there was a friendship here, a good one. That before anything.
Yeah, she used to talk to me on the phone. I used to text her. I sent her something that I got from Etsy once. I hope that was useful. But I don't know why people just put things on my mouth that are just incorrect. I'm just trying to move on. I have a lot of intrusive thoughts. I'm trying to become the most honest here, just battling with my darkest thoughts. And it's not to manipulate anyone because these things happen, you know. There are people in this world that they are working and thinking on ending all to just erase the pain because the pain is so bad in their life. That's the way a person that is suicidal works. That you want to end the pain, and you know that it's a hard decision, and it's impulsive, and it's stupid. But you think about you endure too much. It's time to go. It's time to return to home, and the other side you think. No, I have a beautiful husband, I have a beautiful home. Why am I doing this? And it's not.
Listen, this is
All
going to lead to an
constantly.
anxiety attack, and I don't want that for you. So listen to me. You need to take a few deep breaths. I need you to go in through your nose and out through your mouth. Take a minute. You want to hear you, but your words are coming so fast, and you're going to get over and breathing. So just take a minute, deep breaths, and think about what you want to
The
say.
mind of a suicide person works in that way, that you just want to end the pain. And in that moment, you don't think it's just something that is going to affect the rest of your existence, because it's impulsive. I have passive ideations. I don't have active, because I think I have things to live. But also the pain, the pain in my soul, the pain in my body, and the pain in this, my whole being is too much sometimes.
You said earlier that you have a safety plan, right? Yeah, and you have support at home.
Yeah, my sister-in-law is upstairs.
Yeah, you know, like your mental health is not worth. You know, you shouldn't be like advocating for other people at a detriment to your own mental health. You really need to prioritize you before anyone else.
That's
I
the
just
thing.
remember that.
People, when people say that it's everything about me, that I'm an inconvenience, that I'm a waste of air and a waste of space, and I have these ruminations because I have the proof that people call me these things in the past
Yeah.
because of social media, and you hear that again and again and again, and you start to believe it, and that's when we lost people like Amanda Todd.
I mean, we see you, Silnat. Like, even if other people don't, look at the comments. Look at how many people see you and love you, right?
I want to just spread awareness on this because people are suffering in silence, and when just I don't know how to explain it. There's so much pain.
Silnat, you know what you should do? Use your platform for your arts and crafts. You're really talented. And your plants, you like doing them things. Remember when you was crying the other day and it was just me and Peachy on here? And I said, can we go and look at your plants? And you started to cheer up and you was laughing and you was telling us, use your platform for that. And write your book that you want to write about your life and about autism, so people like me who don't know nothing about autism can understand it a bit better.
Yeah.
Do creative things like that and you'll be happy.
You light up, Silnat, when you're doing things you love. You light up from the inside, and you can see how happy you are. And you know, this is why I was always there. Like, I love your art. I love that line you did that you was when you was on live to us and when you were doing your face masks. Like, that's why I came and showed you support for that. I could see how happy you were. And well, it's not my place to speak on the situation with you and Myra, but I honestly think that when Myra told you to take a break, that is what she meant, because the situation is triggering. It's triggering to any real
There's
abuse.
a lot of things going on this month. It's Mother's Day. It's my birthday. So everything that is also combining, and
You know what the beautiful thing about you having your own power, Solna, is that you have power of choosing your friends. You have power of if it's a negative person, then they don't belong in your circle. They don't belong in your life. And it's very easy to just let these people go. I know not all the time because there is an emotional tie to them, but some people are in our lives just for a season.
Yeah.
And that comment right there, half of these people I hate here to hate Jessica, not Silnat. That's true, and also a problem because you are the people who are using this lady. Now think on that and think of your behaviour before you sit and judge me for something. when you are the one choosing this individual.
Okay, stop gaslighting her. Stop
No.
gaslighting her. Stop
No.
gaslighting her.
Wims,
Stop
you're a-
gaslighting her.
You are
Stop
a-
gaslighting her. Stop
You-
gaslighting her. You didn't defend her, Jessica, but I am. I'm standing 10 toes down for this girl.
That's not true. That is not true.
No, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the excuses. I'm tired of the manipulation. Just leave her alone. You guys can leave her alone. You guys can leave her alone. Leave her alone.
That's gaslighting. That's manipulation.
No, it's not manipulation.
Trying to
Standing
provoke
up for-
the action out of
This is me standing
somebody.
up for a friend. I have been around Silnat longer than you guys can be around.
What did I do to Silnat, Wims?
She's told you what you've
Exactly.
done.
You had issues
She
with my
told you what
affiliation
you have done.
PG and sharing the message, and I've apologised for that, haven't I, Silnat? And if Silnat doesn't accept my apology after today, that's fine. But
You
guess
just,
what?
hold on, you just said you would do it again.
Yeah.
You just said you would do it again. Now you're gaslighting.
Would I have shared that message? Yes. Would I share it if it had happened?
Then you're not sorry. Then
Yeah.
you're not sorry.
And if
You
I
are
was
absolutely
with
not
you,
sorry if you would
I
do it
to
again.
you? Yes.
I just want to tell the host, please stop crying because you're a beautiful girl and I love you. I've been following you for a year, and anybody that's going to talk trash about you, flip them off, block them, and do your own thing. Because at the end of the day, these people don't mean no apology. They don't give a fuck about anybody else. All they give a fuck about themselves.
Right there, Bam.
I've been watching it for over a year, and I have been on anybody's panel until just a few months ago. And all of these people who keep calling people nasty names and doxing and all that stuff, it is childish. If you have a problem with somebody, walk on your separate ways. That's the bottom line. You guys are all playing a high school game, and it needs to stop. We're not high school. We're showing bad example to the kids. I'm going to say the same thing I told Sassy yesterday, Jessica. If you two have a problem with each other, walk on your separate ways. Don't make a comment or go on live talking about each other. It just makes it worse. There are a lot of people out here getting hurt.
You can tell Sassy that many times, but she will be still talking about it in a couple of months, and that is the same issues that we were having with her. And you will see that for yourself, so I'll leave that one there.
I mean, Jessica, can you understand that when she reached out to you about those political views, it was because those make her afraid for her well-being, afraid for the well-being of the people that she advocates for. And she did come to you as a friend because she was afraid, and it's highly distressing to her, and it would be to me too if I lived in America.
Obviously,
like I feel like you could have played devil's advocate, you could have given her reassurance, you could have tried to help her understand where Myra was coming from. But didn't you go and hold a live with her messages?
Can I respond? Because I wasn't finished speaking with her messages. That was Myra who held that live with her messages, and I was again on holiday, not part of that live, not in the comments, not on the panel, not watching from the box. No one will find me in that live because I was not there. Okay, and I did ask Myra to take what I'd said with consideration. This was not. There was something else happening as to why that got shared, and that's not my place to sit here and talk about. But there was something else, and then this got mentioned. Now, when Silnat reached out to me, do I feel like it was to colour my opinion of Myra? Yes. Does anyone have to agree with me? No. But were you there? No. Was I? Yes. Now, autism is a massive issue in a lot of countries in the rate of diagnosis right now. And I agree with Myra on that. I do not agree in a vaccination.
You're right. It's time for harassment and bullying.
What you just said there is really important. You actually just acknowledged that there's an increase of diagnosis, not cases, diagnosis.
Yeah, exactly. And but
that's not what Myra was saying.
Squiggles. What my concern is here with diagnosis increasing is that people like my son will struggle for the things they are already struggling to access. So there is a massive lack of SEND schooling in the UK.
Do you understand that my mom used to stand up for me because I couldn't defend myself?
Silnat, I do understand that. So when you sent me that message, I honestly was a little bit like, what's going on here? Now, bear in mind everything that's happened months before and the leaking of the emails. And, you know, I didn't really want to bring it up, but you were asked a question by Toddy and you shared that question with Myra. And you could have gone one way or another, and you went one way. And after that, I thought, no, I can't trust this lady anymore. And I felt how you feel. When you feel fear and worry about who you can trust, I felt that. And I backed off. And Silnat, we didn't have conversations in messages. We were not speaking at that point. So for you to have come to my messages the way you did, it felt like you were reaching out to somebody else who could also be autistic. And you thought I may share your opinions so that this would then put me off in front of Myra. And I did not share that with Myra straight away. You and I know how long ago it was that you sent me that message. It was
you're telling her what her intent was.
No, this is how I perceived it. So if it's coming across that way, I'm sorry. So this was my perception in that situation.
But now you're backpedaling.
You just said to her, this is what you said, not verbatim, but you said you did it to try and twist how I felt about Myra. You just said that to her.
I said when I read that message, it came across to me as that's what I'd said. So that's how I felt in that moment. I didn't share it straight away, and I kept it to myself for a couple of weeks. There came the live, which Silnat wanted to take part in. I didn't know Silnat wanted to take part in this because she told Sassy and not me. Silnat said that she commented in a live, but honestly, I don't watch the comments because if I do, I get sidetracked. So I have to focus on like a point in my room. I look there and I just talk. So if you did comment saying that you wanted to donate some artwork to that live, I didn't see it. And I'm sorry because I love your artwork and I would have said yes, 100%. So you told Sassy, not me. I didn't know. And then afterwards, there was some posts made about how autism mum's this and autism mum's that, and we didn't want to hear your voice.
Did you hear all the video? Did you all watch the whole video? It was talking about my experience, actually.
That look you just did to the side, Jessica, you're looking for a lie. You're looking for a lie, Jessica.
At the top of my screen. I got a message
I
saying...
didn't point names, I didn't say names, I didn't say... This is something that we discussed with some peers on the spectrum, and they all made some videos. My friend made a video, and that inspired me to make my own video with my own experience. That actually, yeah, when my son came to this world, I have expectation of him just playing ball, being a kid, climbing a tree, and I have a kid that didn't like to play ball, he didn't like to run. He has a lot of courses. I have to respect that he is not able to do that. Probably he's not able never to do that, but he has compassion, and that's valid. That is totally valid. So I have to just look at the glass half full, not to grieve on things that I miss. That was my video about.
Okay, well, when I first watched it, I did feel a bit attacked. You know, when you speak about autism...
Everyone feels... That's a problem. You take every one of you take it personally and run with it.
Okay, but the night before you posted that video, you were speaking with Myra in messages.
Because I have to do gymnastics on what that it means. It was like,
so,
it wasn't there.
The night before,
I didn't mention any name. So
you two were speaking in messages, and you said to Myra that essentially she makes being the mum of an autistic child her whole personality. Not word for word.
Not the whole personality. So most of the autism mom doesn't allow us to just voice our concerns, and they attack us like this because they took it really personal. The confrontation about all opinions is take it really literal, and they run with it.
may invalidate all the hours of time that we did give you listening to you.
This is not about
You
that.
make it sound like she's a burden, to be honest.
No.
You do. That's how you're coming across.
Yes, you do.
Silnat has never been a burden.
Yes,
Yeah,
you do.
that's what it sounds like to me too, Jessica.
You can tell me how it sounds, but I can tell you what I mean. And what I mean is that Silnat has never been a burden to me. But when we're told that we don't want to hear her voice and that she's pushed aside, that instantly makes me think of all the times that I've not pushed her aside. And that is valid.
I mean, I'm not surprised if you're keeping score that she'd be reluctant to.
Because nobody's keeping score.
Sounds like you are.
Yeah. You're
No.
digging yourself in a bigger hole the more you talk.
I mean, that's okay, Wims. You can say what you like. And you know, when I have my diagnosis from my GP and my psychotherapist, I wonder if this will be viewed differently then, but probably not. Still not.
I'm not going to let you manipulate me.
I've sat here.
I've been through it, girl. I've been through the manipulation. I know what to look for. And you are a giant red walking
I know
flag.
they don't want to sort it out. I know. And I know there's certain people here who just want to keep going. And I don't think that's all people here. I don't. But some people, definitely.
I mean, you're not going to make us feel like we're in the wrong for not wanting you to manipulate her, tell her how it is,
No,
make her feel how you want her to feel about situations and the things that have been done to her.
But I'm trying to explain what's gone off. I'm trying to explain how things have happened from my point of view. And because it doesn't suit the narrative, is that manipulation? Because I'm not sat up here losing my shit and shouting at this lady. Is that not fitting what you wanted me to do?
I mean, you've both literally tried to tell me that that post wasn't about her and it had her name in it and you were speaking, well, not you directly, but that she was being spoken about in the comments. There has absolutely been manipulation.
I've already told you, I've not seen that post. I will go and read it as soon as I get off this live. But as of right now, I have not seen that post.
Well, you've been tagged in it for 6 days, so...
just leave her alone.
Means that you were
Just leave
tagged
her
in,
alone.
or do you just let it go?
How
Because
hard is that to do?
Thank you.
I mean, are you expecting Silnat to just let it go, like being called a narcissist is nothing?
Did I call Silnat a narcissist?
Did you not just say to let it go? Did I say it was you, or did I ask if you expect her to just get over that?
I'm not telling Silnat to let this go. I'm not telling her to do that. I'm speaking to Silnat. I hope Silnat sees it from my point of view, like I can see it from her point of view. If I couldn't, do you not think I'd have not wanted to come here, in fact? I wanted to come speak to Silnat. Having Karen message me saying that Silnat's up here crying, that hurts. That's upsetting. I don't want anyone sat up here crying.
Baby girl, stop crying. You're too pretty to be crying.
Yes, I did text Jessica and I told her that Silnat's crying, and I've seen the messages this morning where she said she's going to offer herself. Jessica was hurt by it, Silnat. She was upset. I'm not sticking up for her, but she was. But at the same time, it has to stop too, because what about if Silnat carries that threat through? What then? Who are we all going to blame then? Each other. We're supposed to help her and guide her out to that hole. Nobody should be feeling that way. It's not nice. It's not, I've been there myself, and it's not a nice feeling. And she needs to come out of it. And the only way we're going to do this is if we all help her. Everybody shouldn't be fighting. We should just help her.
Exactly. Just leave her alone.
She needs help. She's crying for help. Instead of saying to her, oh, you said this, you put that, you posted this, you went to Toddy, you did this, you did that. No. Help her. End of story. Help her. Comfort her. I can't really comfort her with autism because I've been honest, Silnat, I don't really know much about that. That don't run in my family, but mental health does. I can help her with that, but I can't help her with the other thing. That's why I always ask her to explain to me what autism is, don't I, Silnat? I'm always asking her quick because I don't understand it. But fighting with her and saying to her, you did this and you did that, that's not the right way to go about it. Because if she does off herself, what then? It doesn't make her not a good mother because she doesn't have her son either. She had her son for 12 years. She has autism. Her son has autism. She couldn't cope. So she put her son in respite. That was the best place for him. She did what she thought was right.
It's extremely
None of us are perfect. And none of us are perfect mothers. I don't want to hear that. But one person is a perfect mother because this ain't a perfect world.
Yeah.
She tried her best. All we need to do now is move forward and help her, stop the fighting, stop the arguing, and help her. Because if she offs herself, I'm coming for the people who did that to her. And I don't care, I speak my mind, I don't give a shit. I'm coming for the people that bullied her to make her do that. It's not right. She needs care and attention and love. And I honestly, Silnat, I don't think Jessica has read any messages. She was on holiday. What you need to do, keep her unblocked, let her catch up on what she's got to catch up on and have a private talk, just you and her, and see if you can come to some solution. If you can't, then go your own way. I really, truly don't believe that she knows much about this, only what I've told her or what I've sent her. I don't think she really knows. So I think you should give her at least that chance. The others, that's up to you. Can't make you do what you don't want to do or what you want to do. But I think you should at least give Jessica the chance. And I'm not saying that because I'm in the UK and she's in the UK. I'm just saying that from my own heart. I think you should give her a chance. Let her catch up on what she has to catch up on. And you and her talk privately between yourselves. If that's okay with you.
Yeah, sure.
And then either you can be friends and go forward and she helps you and you help her. Or you go your separate ways. It's up to you. Yeah? Okay.
Silnat, I need to talk to you for a second. And thank you, Karen, for speaking. All I'm asking is for you and I to squash this. You have my number. You can call me. And we can have this away from here. I don't want this anymore. You have my number. And I am asking for you and I to talk privately.
I'm not going to do that. I'm scared.
Okay. I'm not even yelling at you, so that's fine. I mean, I'm not going to say anything to you. All I'm saying to you is that I don't want any problems with you, and I'm done with this, and I really don't want this to continue.
Okay, but I don't know. I'm so confused because I'm not a person that calls names. I don't. It's mere people.
Silnat,
like
you're making. I think. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
The only thing that I shared that with Jessica because I was so confused on your just taking. But I didn't feed information to the AI. I know that you are disappointed of the AI, but it only scanned the conversation and tell me what is going on.
Okay.
It's like if I have a therapist in my hand and just read up upon all of that, probably it's going to come to the same conclusion.
You never talked to me before. You never gave me a call. You never asked me to explain my side, and that's what really upset me.
Do you think that I really wanted before when you say all these things to me? You really think I would like to do that?
I mean, I'm not yelling at you. Like, I am very upset. Everybody's emotions are tense here. The tensions are high. So it's okay if you don't,
When I
because
read these
honestly, I'm not.
comments, they were really hurtful. They were really helpful.
Okay.
I tried
And you
to
did.
just tell you.
You're valid. I get it. And I'm sorry. But let's not go tit for tat here. And also, you did say some things
I didn't
to
do
my
that.
friend.
That's the thing. I didn't do that. You're not
Okay,
understanding. I didn't even do
Okay,
that.
I believe you. I believe you. And I'm sorry, but it's what I was being told, okay? You're not listening
Yeah,
to me.
what you've been told, I don't know who told you that, but I didn't. I didn't
Look.
even entertain on speaking about people in my lives.
Look, I gave you the opportunity, and I've given you a public apology before, and even with that,
I
it was
told
never
you,
enough.
like I told you in the chat when you say, I didn't say that you were a bad person.
I did not read the chat. When was this? Like, it's that when I apologized to you?
Yes.
Okay, so I wasn't looking at the chat. I was just talking, and I had my phone down. I was just talking and just like letting out my emotions. But other than that, like I have given you the opportunity to come to me and talk to me. We could squash this differently. I do agree with that. So I'm being honest. And it really hurts my feelings that after the whole entire situation, you did not come to me and talk to me about the issue.
Do you
It really did break my heart.
I ask you again this question, but the way that you treat me in the DMs, do you think that I would like to go to you and ask you?
Okay, Silnat, these are DMs. We could have had a private call,
Wait a minute,
and I'm so
Can
sorry.
I ask a question? If she would have went to you, wait a minute. If she would have went to you and talked to you, what makes her think that you guys would have been honest to her? Because you guys are up here and apologizing to her, but then you throw her under the bus with her shit. And I don't understand that. When you apologize, you just stick with the apology. You don't say but. And that's the problem on here. A lot of people don't understand. When you apologize for your behavior, that should be it. It shouldn't be adding what the person's doing.
Bam, bam.
You did wrong. You should apologize.
I am not done. I am not done explaining. So you let me explain. Once again,
over-explaining, hon.
I'm not over-explaining, and you're talking over me. Thank you. Once again, the tensions were high. I have been hearing for months, and I've been quiet and quiet and quiet. And I got very upset. And when I messaged you, I was very upset. Okay? And I'm sorry that I got upset. But I also, too, like, I didn't mean to attack you in that way. I am very upset because, one, you ghosted me. Two, you could have talked to me before. Instead, you went to Jess.
Because you attacked me.
I did not attack you. See, we could have talked about this long
Okay,
ago.
wait a minute. Did you go to talk to her when you had a problem?
She went to talk to Jessica when she had a problem with me, and this was months ago, and she could have talked to me instead.
That wasn't the question.
Well, I'm answering it, Squiggles.
But you didn't answer. I asked you, did you go talk to her when you found out there was a problem before today? You said this was a month ago. Did you go and talk to her about what you were hearing instead of just going online and doing the shit?
Yes, I did. Privately, I did.
I'm still waiting for the rest of that.
Did you not hear? I said I did reach out to her before she put the messages on ChatGPT and made a post about me being an ableist. Obviously, she did not put my name on it.
I didn't release a post. Again, I didn't release a post.
Okay.
I just sent that to Jessica.
Uh-huh. And that's where your post came from. I saw the screenshots. That's how you're...
I didn't put that up. I don't know where it is. Can you show that to me? Because I don't have any idea. if someone posts that. And if someone posts that, it's Jessica's fault because that's the only one that I sent that things.
Okay, Myra, do you still have that in the group chat?
Okay, I'll show him.
I sent her privately on her Discord username. I shared
Maria,
that
can you
privately with her and
hold
with
on?
only her.
Hold on. This account, I don't have access to show the screenshot, so.
Okay, if someone released those messages were in your side because I only share with Jessica.
No, she's not on about that.
That's dirty.
Calling her an ableist. You made a post calling her an ableist. That's what
I didn't make a post. Someone is using my name in on that then, because it wasn't me. Someone, if he's circulating that in TikTok, it wasn't me. It was you then. It was you or Myra, because I didn't share that with another person that with you.
Okay, Silnat, you shared screenshots of what you put on ChatGPT with my friend. I saw the screenshots, and then I saw the post that you made. It was a post where you were describing ableism, manipulation, and when I saw all of that, I was very, very upset.
Yeah, you are doing that on me. You're doing that on me.
I'm not, and if I have to put them up, I will do a live stream and I will show exactly what I'm talking about. If everybody here wants to see it,
to your life for you to serve.
What's your name on it?
Butcher me.
What's your name in that post?
Jessica, can you please show the screenshots because this is getting
Myra,
ridiculous.
can I ask you something, please? What's your name on it?
Look, the screenshots say enough with what's on the ChatGPT and how it was written. So if you don't want to listen to me, then don't.
No, I'm not saying I don't want to listen to you. You don't have to get feisty. You don't have to get feisty, Myra. I'm not saying I don't want to listen to you.
What's the problem? I share that with Jessica. It's just
what I'm saying to you, Myra, I'm asking you a simple question. What's your name? Did it say Myra is an ableist? Because she could have been talking about anybody.
She's talking about NPG in there too, hon. Yeah, that's me, Jessica.
No,
and
we're not
me.
talking about NPG, whatever it's called here. Which I never asked you. I never asked you nothing about NPG. I've already spoken. No, let me speak. I've already spoken to Jessica about that, and said to her maybe she should do a live to where this money will go if Nick doesn't get his appeal. I've already spoke to Jessica about that, and then maybe people will understand it a bit better.
Okay.
What I'm saying to you, I'm asking you, did she say
Jessica
Myra
send it to
is
you.
an ableist?
Ma'am, I will send it to you, and if you can read them carefully, then you will understand where I'm coming from. If not, no biggie. I'm not going to be wasting my time with this.
Yeah, you can send them all you like to you turn my colour, but at the end of the day, I'm asking you a simple question.
This was a really
Did
simple
she have
question.
your name on it? Did she have your name on it?
She did not have my name, but she talked about...
Well, how do you know she's talking to you then? How do you know she's talking to you then?
It was about NPG in it too. If you associate yourself with anyone from NPG, you're talking about people like me, Jess, and Amy. So
now you're saying it wasn't just about you.
Look, I will put, if you want to see it, then I will share them with you privately, and that's it. I'm not going to keep going back and forth with this.
I mean, you could just answer the questions directly.
What I'm saying to you, what I'm saying
when you talk about
you're
others,
the one making the positive claim. You're the one making the positive claim that Silnat made a post about you calling you an ableist. You didn't mention your name. There's no post where she says that directly about you, is there?
Exactly, she could have been talking about anybody. How do you know she's talking about dysfunctional cutie? How do you know that?
And actually that, like, what she's speaking about and what ChatGPT would have been telling her about is actually, like, a very common trend with some parents. So I don't know if Silnat was talking about those groups of people in general or one person.
I'm not here to just point fingers. Oh,
Oh boy. Look, we're not getting anywhere with this. Silnat, I gave you the open door to speak with me privately if you do have issues. If not, no biggie. I am done talking about this. I don't want this to continue. And if this continues, well, I guess we're going to have to take it a different way. Because I am done and I have
Why are
had
you
a lot
threatening
of
her
That's
bullying.
not
for?
being, that's
No,
not
no,
being
why are
sorry.
you threatening her
You're not
for?
apologizing when you say something like that.
Why are you
What was
threatening?
that
Done
supposed to
Why are you
mean?
apologizing.
threatening her for?
Uh,
Why?
I am
How
done.
old are you?
This,
No, how old are you? Why are you
I am
threatening her?
done. I am done. All I'm saying is this needs to be
Why? Because you're
stopped and I
guilty.
want this
Because
to
the
because
post
stop.
I
wasn't
didn't
about
post
you. Are you done because the
anywhere.
I'm
guilty because
not.
the post? Are you done because the guilty wasn't about post wasn't about you, and that's why you go in. You're done.
It wasn't a
I'm not.
post. I
It's
shared
gone
that
from being
privately
about
with
you to
Jessica.
Amy, and you're talking about Amy, and Amy's not even here to defend herself or to back you up. So, why is people that are not here involved?
I don't care anymore. I am so done with
No,
this.
we don't care
Seriously.
either because you're guilty. That's why. Because you're trying to blame her for something that you're not sure that she was talking about your boy.
Okay, enough. 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 Enough.
No, the way I see
Enough.
it, right?
Enough.
If you're adamant,
Let's
yeah.
just
Let's
clear
get the
there.
talk.
Let's just clear there. I just asked ChatGPT why I'm feeling so bad with all the situation. Just grab the screenshot of the conversation that I had with Mara into ChatGPT just to explain the situation because I was clueless. I was checking. I want to understand this. Please, you can understand and analyze this so I can feel more grounded in this situation. Yes, this is what I got. I showed that screenshots with Jessica. It wasn't a public statement. It was something
Yeah.
between her and me.
Yeah, we
And
understand that. I use
I'm fine with that.
ChatGPT as a tool. I
Okay,
think everyone does.
if someone has this around TikTok, it wasn't from my end. Jessica and Myra have these screenshots. So they are putting the blame on me.
And I believe
Now
you.
you understand?
I believe you.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to clear the air because I have to do mental gymnastics in the last, I don't know, 30 minutes or so.
Silnat,
Um,
it was pretty clear to us. It was pretty clear to us just listening to that conversation what had happened. We had heard them try to gaslight you and twist things multiple times. It
Myra's
is
trying
very
to
clear.
me to just call her and so she can bash me more.
No, you know what it is? Myra's gone. I don't care if she falls out at me. I'm not really bothered. But Myra's gone because we was all asking her to prove that
Holding
you was
right.
talking about her, and
She
she's gone because
deflected
that's what
because she
guilty
couldn't
people
answer a
do.
simple question.
They put on their trainers and they run. Silnat, when they're guilty, they put on the trainers and they run off. And that's exactly what she did. She's gone.
I'm going to wait until the weekend is done because we are almost in the weekend. I want to enjoy this time with my husband. Hey, amor, hola. So I really want to just stick with him a little bit, but just pay him attention. He's also just walking on eggshells, just waiting for me to just break down and cry every time.
Well, not
And
your family, and your family comes first, sweetie.
I don't know, if we keep this narcissistic post up, I'm going to start releasing things because this is too much. Myra is saying that people are saying that I attack people, and I'm not. I don't want this. I don't want drama. I'm not the
No.
one that creates drama.
Yeah, I mean, you're smart, Silnat. You can see how you're being manipulated. They're inflating what you've said and minimizing what they've said and done. It's that simple.
Yeah, what you have witnessed is first the hand one-on-one manipulation and sabotage.
I agree.
And yeah, when I put that post about Darbo, the story of Darbo and me, just highlighting how many times did the people want to trick me into playing this game. And I'm tired. I'm sick and tired. I'm 40. Come on, just These women are a little bit younger than me. I'm impressed. I'm really impressed.
Does anyone else find it problematic that people who are advocating for people with autism are labeling people with autism as narcissists, which is a common misdiagnosis? I find that so problematic.
100%.
Thank you.
It is one of the reasons why I followed the host, because she's teaching me about autism and stuff. I don't understand why people got to hate on her. She's not hating on anybody. She's trying to teach people about things. And that's more than you can say for a lot of people on this app.
Silnat, thank you for helping me understand the spectrum better. Thank you. You and
Yes, thank you, Silnat. I'm grateful.
It's really hard because people take things out of
When I said,
context.
that you have to. Sorry, before when I said that you shouldn't advocate for other people at a detriment to yourself, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't advocate, because I do believe that you're a great advocate. But just in those times when you should be prioritizing yourself, just, we all need to do this sometimes, just remind ourselves that we need to take care of ourselves first in those moments. And then you can help those better when you're doing well yourself.
You are such an important voice, and I would hate to see us lose that voice. Because you matter and you're important. And I don't know what this community would be without you, Silnat.
And you're talented, and you're kind, and you're lovely, and you've got a great personality, and we all love you. And no one's going to hurt you.
Beautiful hair.
We're not going to let them. We're not going to let Myra hurt you. We're not going to let her. We're not stupid. We're not going to let that happen. That ain't happening. Not on my watch anyway.
And this is a very hard pill to swallow, because
I
trust the wrong people to open up.
Yeah.
What?
We also
a
quiz, an ASPI quiz that I made, telling them about my weakness, my social weakness. So this can be used as a textbook how to manipulate people in the spectrum. That is very, I think very
but that
dangerous.
also says that like you're open to forming new connections with people, and learning about other people. So like that is a good trait of yours as well. And people like that,
I
and people
really
like
love
us who
to
do
make
that,
connections.
we get hurt more. We do get hurt more.
I really like,
to be honest, words hurt everybody, and a lot of people ain't gonna admit it, but words do hurt everybody. And it's wrong. They should be more careful what they use as words, because it can come back and bite them on the ass. And nobody's gonna trust them if they're over there yapping their mouth about other people behind their back.
You know what it is? You know what they say, Silnat? Sticks and stones. They can't hurt you.
And your feelings are so valid. I have a neurodivergent daughter, Silnat, and like she's old enough to have access to the internet. And she was coming to me last week about, those governmental changes and the things that like RFK had said. And she was concerned, and we're in Australia. It's nothing like that here, So you're completely valid to feel that way. And a lot of people do.
Thank you. Now that I'm thinking, this functional cutie sent me a couple of stickers just last year. She had my address, so I don't know if she's going to retaliate.
Well, you know what it is?
I don't think so. I really don't think so. I don't think you have to worry about being physically harmed.
She's not coming. This functional cutie's not going to come to your house. She's not coming.
No, she won't.
She's not going to come. She lives in a different state. She's not going to waste play money or whatever money to get there just to do what? She's not coming. If you just keep blocking her, if people keep adding you and you don't recognise them and they don't follow none of us in this panel or in this chat, yeah? block them, and just keep blocking. I get fed up because they keep getting blocked.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll be
I
fine.
do it all the time, honey.
I know.
I have a speech impediment. And there are people out there that don't like me and don't like what I have to say, and they'll go to the level and make fun of my speech. Just smile, nod, and block. That's the best advice I can give you, baby girl. And private your account.
We love you, Bender.
Yeah, if you
Because
private your account, so only your friends can see you.
and I can really appeal it with all this mess that I create with the slides about Gypsy Rose and everything. Is like they were reporting me, I think, and I have a strike that I can appeal.
You know what it is, guys? It made me so angry when Myra said, if we can't sort this out, we'll sort it out a different way. Threatening somebody
Yeah, what did that mean?
who we just said that is talking about offing herself. What kind of rubbish is that?
Exactly. What was that?
I don't know. Is she like saying she's gonna call somebody or what?
I think she means she's going to get a solicitor involved or the law involved.
Oh, please.
Something like them lines, I think she's trying to say.
Yeah, well, they're
they
gonna
can't. There's nothing they can do from that. That just to give you that reassurance, like that, they might say those things, but they can't hurt you. Like not any more than they have.
What Myra should have said, there was a post that was made, but I think it's about me, but I'm not sure it's about me. That's what she should have said, but she didn't say that. She turned around and said Silnat made a post about her. So I asked...
Well, Karen, I asked, and then she ignored me, and then you asked, and then she tried to completely deflect the question and answer a different question, and she was actually Darvoing it back onto Silnat. And then you asked her again, and then I said that's not what she asked, and that went around for like 3 minutes until she just dropped down because she wasn't being able. We weren't allowing her to manipulate.
I kicked her out because she was just, going around.
But she couldn't answer the question. She couldn't answer the question. She couldn't directly say that Silnat was talking about her. Then she tried to bring somebody that's not even in the chat or on the panel, Amy, into it. So it went from you did it to her to both of them.
Mm-hmm.
It don't make no sense to me. Make sense
to the whole of MPG.
What happens with MPGs? I said after Toddy's interview with Silnat and Una, I said to Jessica, maybe you should do a live explaining where the money will go if Nick doesn't get his appeal. Where will it go?
Right.
They won't do that. They won't do that.
They have to.
So people would have a better understanding where their donated money is going to go to,
It's a lot of money.
She said to me she was going to speak to Myra and she was going to speak to Amy and do a live.
Yeah.
Because then you see, when you do a trust fund or any fund to raise money, people who donate want to know where's it going, where's it going to go after that, blah, blah, blah.
You have to be transparent.
Yeah, so maybe if there was, all I said to Jessica, if there was a live that explained that, then maybe other people that are against it will understand a bit better,
And I'm sorry, but I can't help but look sideways at people. We're all here fighting for a cause, whether it's justice for Dee Dee, whether it's justice for Nick, or both. And when those people start dragging other people in this community that are standing for those causes, when we already have a whole op side coming after us that's for Gypsy, it gets really suspicious. I'm sorry.
Right.
And then you get someone like Ivy Rose Grows Louder that wanted to do a fundraise to get a solicitor, dogging her.
Yeah.
Can I ask a really silly question? Because there was a lot of this in the comments, but are they a part of MPG?
They say they're not part of MPG. they say that
But
they are like
then she slipped up. Because
Well,
when
I
she was trying
can.
to say you made that post about her, we said, did she mention you directly? And she said, no, she said NPG.
Well,
So
right.
how is you
something that
saying
I just
NPG
figured.
meaning her?
Something that I just figured out is, she told Silnat that she needs to take a break, like she was a child, and then the admin said the exact same words to me while she was saying, "How dare you ask Nick that?"
The NPG admin.
Yes, yeah. So
Oh, that's
that's
sus.
kind of funny.
Yeah, no, it's like you are overstimulated, so you just need a break, need a
Yeah,
timeout, baby.
the admin said the same thing to me.
Imagine her telling you you need a break, then coming up on your panel and yelling at you. Like, what?
It's very, it's another level. I don't know what to say,
I
because
mean,
we're
if they're
talking about
talking to us
grown
like
up.
this, imagine how they're talking to Nick.
Oh,
Oh,
facts.
oh, shit. Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I wanted to say this, but like, I don't know if it's going to be offensive, but I felt like, oh, everyone wants to advocate for people who are autistic until they have autistic traits.
Exactly. When it touches you personally, oh, that's now a problem now. Yeah. And when you're talking about mothers that doesn't have that
Bam, bam, we can't hear you.
when you are like in the spectrum, you can see things on a liberal other way. It affects you deeply when they talking about you, and you can really talk and use your voice just to express your concerns. It's very sad. I was talking
Yeah.
about the first design logo for autism representation. It was a child crying in a green square representation of a puzzle, and the kid is crying inside that box. It's like,
Wait, she posted that?
no. That this is universal. This is something that is universal. So a couple of mothers with kids in the spectrum designed this logo to represent the autistic community.
Okay,
So
all right.
the
I'm sorry.
logo, the
Give me
logo
just a second.
morphed into then Autism Speak, the puzzle piece, blue, because it was thinking that this is a condition only for kids, for male, not female. And then Autism Speak morphed, then again the logo, trying to compare it a pink thing in the bottom, and a gradient. But this is the thing, we are not a mise piece. We are not
Exactly.
broken. And Autism Speak, the first that they made, that is called I'm Autism. You can find it in YouTube. They said think about us, horrible things. I can really hear that ad. It brings me in tears. They say that I'm going to ruin your family. I'm going to be unspeakable and going. No, it's horrifying. And this is the
Yep.
people that they are speaking for us. They have two fronts, people in the spectrum. One just retired from them, that they say, I can't do this anymore. And now it's only one person in the spectrum, that he was very vocal on how people treat him. You can search for this post. I can put words in his mouth because I don't recall now what he said really, but he was really upset. And it's been
It's
going
the
for ages.
yeah.
And still there's people that want to speak for us without us.
Yes. Yeah, there are.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I told
Definitely.
them when they were talking to me, like, they were telling me like no about something, like I was a kid or something, and I said I would appreciate if maybe Nick told me that instead, like not you.
Yeah. Una, I don't know if you were here when this happened, but Myra was trying to tell Silnat how basically like the JFK rhetoric, but telling her as if she was educating her and Silnat knew no better.
My
And I was like,
dad
what you're
was a
saying isn't
father.
objectively true. You can't just sit here and like make statements like that as if, they're fact. And as if you're bestowing knowledge upon her when she knows better.
And it's very difficult when you're in the spectrum yourself and you have a son also with bigger challenge than yours. You've been brought in a situation that you don't know how to go ahead with this. That you need help. You
Yeah,
need very
Silnat, what you did was selfless, and her using that against you is absolutely disgusting. It's disgusting.
I miss my son every day. I spent 12 years with him, the best 12 years of my whole life. That it was really hard. He was a handful, but he was fun. He was a really joyful kid, always cheering up all the time. Never cranky, never really cranky. Never deal really with just really just breaking things. He was not that kid. He has his themes. He's not verbal, so he just speaks some words. But I know he's really polite. He's really polite, and he's a sunshine.
Yeah, I mean, I really hope they realize that if they're advocating for Nick, painting
People involved in
autistic people as
have
narcissists is
dealt
not
with
going to help that cause.
autism. They know all about it. Really, they know all about it. All about it. Like
No one
the
knows everything about it.
the exclusion, the pain of being excluded because you're the awkward one, the pain of being left behind because you don't act like other kids, the pain of being an extraterrestrial in this planet. Because for the longest time, I feel like I don't have a problem with MPG. They have a problem with me, I think. And that's the thing. Because I had my doubts. I scraped my doubts, and this is why they retaliated. Because I made a statement. I have doubts. I don't going to support them. I'm going to do my efforts from my part.
I ended up doing that also because like the behavior was, I mean, anytime I spoke to them, they were either, infantile, how do you say it? Infantilizing.
Infantilized.
They were doing that, or they were like talking down to you, like you saw the messages, like saying "sweetie" and like, no, no, you don't say that to another adult.
And yeah, it's very painful to just be so disconnected from this world that you feel that you're an extraterrestrial.
Who was being concerned, Lindsay? The people that were mistaking autistic traits for narcissistic traits, the ones who know everything.
Oh yeah.
Because that's a pretty well documented issue. If they knew everything, they should know that.
Yeah.
Well, and I actually, the last time that they were rude to you, you remember I read the whole thing and I told you I was going to analyze it, and what it seemed like was like they were like making astrology cracks at you, like Mercury must be in retrograde and stuff like that. It's like you say something like that to like if you say something like that to a stranger that has ASD, how are you talking to Nick? Like, are you making fun of Nick too?
Probably. My dad used to call me retarded. I hear him.
Yeah,
I'm going to ask him something.
my
I
stepdad, yeah.
my crack, because your own family can also be your worst enemy.
Yeah.
Yes,
And that
yeah.
happens with all people. With all people that don't understand, don't deeply understand this issue that is autism. They are treating you like you are less than.
Still not. The only people that are your family are the people that are safe to you. If your husband is being safe to you, if you have friends being safe to you, that's your family.
I'm talking again a little bit with my dad, and he's like, I'm really impressed with how deep you are, with how you became so far. Yeah, now we are.
Yeah,
Now that you
right?
ended up alone, you're
Praise the
reflecting
Lord.
my persona.
Unfortunately, our parents come from a generation that are not as educated as the generations after them. I'm
This
not
is the
making an
problem.
excuse
He's a
for them.
doctor. He's
No,
a doctor.
right, and I'm not making an excuse for them. It's a matter of we have that power to build those boundaries with them and to set those boundaries,
Yeah.
just like we do with people on the internet.
That's the thing. This is a great place to be, us on the spectrum, just to voice our concerns, find community, and strengthen your good qualities as a human being, and spread awareness. But if they were facing these challenges all the time, this makes us feel really small and tiny. It's like we are insignificant. It doesn't matter